Eh bien yo la cité, bienvenue à tous les gars pour l'épisode 5 de Life is Strange. Les potos, les refs, les meufs, j'espère que vous allez bien, car comme vous pouvez voir aujourd'hui les gars, c'est la merde. Je suis dans l'énorme tristesse de vous annoncer qu'aujourd'hui sera le dernier épisode de Life is Strange. Un jeu complètement incroyable. Et écoutez, on va pas plus papoter, on passe direct à la suite. C'est incroyable, voilà. Je suis très heureux de vous retrouver et très triste, parce que ce jeu est incroyable.
Whoa. What did you find? Rachel in the dark room. Over and over. That's it. We can't trust anybody, except each other.
You know more about her than me.
No, you and Chloe think you know more than anybody, like all teenagers.
Oh, look. The Wonder Twins.
What are you doing in my dorm? You are so fucking dead!
Nathan is truly psychotic. I know he has something to do with Rachel missing. Kate wasn't the first. All those binders are filled with other victims.
What are you doing here, Max?
Victoria has to be next.
What a lame gimmick.
Rachel, why is he putting her in the ground like that? Where?
The junkyard! Max, we have to find that spot now!
Rachel, what? I'm sorry, Chloe. I'm so sorry. I know you're close to Nathan, but your life is in serious danger.
Nathan just texted me. He says there won't be any evidence left after he's done.
Oh God, Max, look. She's still there. Oh, no. Chloe. Look how. What the fuck?
La révélation. Ah là là. C'est chaud les gars. C'est incroyable. Ce jeu me fout toujours autant le cul. C'est terrible. C'est terrible. Allez, enfin la suite. Ah, je l'ai attendu la suite les gars. On va dire quand même que c'est un peu moins de charme. Malheureusement, j'espère qu'en tout cas vous kiffez le jeu. C'est vrai que moi les gars j'ai un peu moins de charme parce que j'ai déjà fait le jeu. Puis je me rappelle que moi quand je faisais le jeu les gars, il fallait attendre à chaque fois 2 mois qu'ils sortent la suite. Tu vois. Ça c'était très énervant mais stylé. Ça donnait une hype de ouf. Ah. Le fumier. Au final, ça tenait. Excusez-moi. Au final, c'était peut-être pas Nathan le gros taré dans l'histoire. Peut-être qu'il était juste. Oula, excusez. Manipulé. Voilà, l'autre taré là. Il est en train de nous prendre en vidéo, en photo là. Ce fumier de mort là. Allez, regarde. C'est peut-être un bon photographe, mais bon. Il y a des limites à être taré, mon pote. C'est chaud quand même. Mais après, ça va, on n'est pas à poil au moins. Hein. On va pas se plaindre. Enfin, si, on peut se plaindre quand même. Ah ouais, du scotch. Putain. Il doit être sacrément bien attaché leur scotch hein, parce que... Ah bah ouais si c'est bien attaché.
Chloe.
C'était plutôt chaud pour elle.
It's a dark room.
Putain j'ai mal à la gueule, je suis désolé les gars. Ça c'est pas une bonne idée de faire ça en vrai hein.
God, I don't remember anything. Oh shit, that's me.
He took that shot last night.
Est-ce que...
Finally, I'm free. Almost.
Oh, what?
Oh shit. Jefferson kidnaps Victoria too? This is so bad. Victoria, wake up. Wake up.
Ah ouais. Putain.
Of course. And right in front of me.
Ok. Bon, on va tirer le chariot.
I hate looking at myself like that. You'll pay for this, Jefferson.
Je peux me concentrer sur la
I
photo.
promised I would never go back in time like this again. But this is the only way.
Ah ouais, j'étais drogué. Oh là là, c'est chaud, moi, c'est chaud. Ouais, this great. Oh, Max.
This angle highlights your purity. See, the slightly unconscious model is often the most open and honest. No vanity or posing, just pure expression. Oh, Christ. Look at that perfect face.
Est-ce qu'il va se vénérer parce qu'on
Hold
est
that stare there. Stay still.
c'est fumier. Peut-être pas si bon professeur que ça au final. Hein.
Oh, Max, you fucked up my shot.
But please don't worry. We have all the time in the world. For now, I knew you were special the second I saw your first selfie.
Enfin, en vrai, je veux dire, c'était peut-être pas la meilleure idée de faire ça, les gars. D'enlever 2 élèves après qu'une se soit suicide, a fait une tentative de suicide, qu'elle dit qu'elle s'est fait droguer. Moi, c'est chaud quand même. Tu vois, si tout retombe sur Nathan, tu vois, il va peut-être. Je sais pas. En fait, j'arrive pas. Je vous avoue que je me rappelle pas s'ils sont associés les deux. Mais oui, quand j'y repense au message qu'il a envoyé, il me semble qu'ils sont associés.
Not like Rachel, who was always looking in the wrong places. Poor Rachel.
T'as qu'à pas la fumer, mon pote. Hein.
Let me try this angle.
Don't move.
Un gros kick dans les boulasses.
Much better. Thanks, Max. If only Nathan could see this setup. He tried so hard. But you can't just throw a few subjects around and expect a cohesive style or theme. But he had an eye for shadows, and an eye for a whole lot more, as his elite family will find out, along with Arcadia Bay. Nice. Oh, good. Oh, those eyes.
Par savoir ce qui se passe en foyer en fait.
Too bad you're so goddamn nosy, Max. But this room is under 24/7 surveillance, so all I had to do was text you from Nathan's phone, and you fell right into my hands. You really should have focused on schoolwork, not private detecting with your little friend. Chloe, right. Yeah, I'm sorry that Nathan killed her in self-defense. But she had a troubled history like most Arcadia Bay dropouts. Nobody will be surprised, or care. Though I promise, people will care when you die tonight, Max. I wasn't lying when I said you have a gift. Okay. Now this looks good. Maybe a few more close-ups.
Il va encore péter un plan.
Please do not move so much. I need you posed and framed my way. Maybe a new dose will calm you down.
No.
Now don't move or this will hurt much. Stupid bitch! You just don't listen, do you? In fact, you never did hear much in my class. If you had, you might have seen all this coming. God damn, you are a fighter, though. I've had my eye on you, and I've noticed that you've been more fearless this week than maybe your whole life.
No.
Remember my #1 rule. Always take the shot.
Ok. Alors en soi, je vois pas à quoi ça a servi. Alors les photos de nous, ils ont disparu, du coup on peut plus revenir en arrière et essayer de faire d'autres trucs. Il a le seum. Bien fait, chacal.
Oh, Jesus. I can't believe that happened. So sick.
T'as de jouer ou quoi, toi?
Okay, I broke those files when I kicked the trolley. Wait, Jefferson couldn't handle stains on his photos. Good, now I can use them. No, that picture isn't going to help. And I can't go through all that again. Whoa, I'm definitely more awake in this photo. I could try this one. I'd really like to smash that fancy camera into Jefferson's face.
Ouais, mon ref.
This might work. Please work.
C'est vrai que j'avais pas trop l'air défoncé, les gars. Hein.
I'm getting some spectacular images here, Max. Yes, Victoria would kill to be in your place, but she doesn't understand our connection.
T'inquiète, on a pas, mon ref.
The winner, Max. I choose you. Your portrait.
Fuck you.
You're trying too hard. I know you're scared. You all have the same doe-eyed look when you wake up here, replaced by fear as you realize what's about to happen.
Mr. Jefferson, why are you doing this?
Oh, Max. I'm so glad you asked that question. Simply put, I'm obsessed with the idea of capturing that moment innocence evolves into corruption. That shift from black to white to gray and beyond. Most models are cynical. They lose that naivete. However, some Blackwell students carry their hope and optimism with them like an aura, and those lucky few become my models, my subjects.
Yes, you're a psychopath. And this is your last session.
Au contraire, Max. I'm so sane that nobody knows what's happening to you right now. As you can see, Sleeping Beauty here is too harsh for my gentle lens. And don't get me started on your late partner. I had enough of those faux punk sluts in my Seattle days.
Go to hell. You will for everybody you've hurt.
Unlike pure sweet Kate Marsh, I don't believe in that bullshit. She could have been my masterpiece. The world is what an artist makes it. And my muse...
Blah, blah, blah. God, I hate your voice now.
You might as well savor it, considering it's the last you'll hear. Oh. That struck a nerve. Your face changed color. Beautiful.
You will not get away with this. I want you to know that.
When you told the principal that I made Kate cry, I thought you almost had me. It's good our esteemed Principal Wells is like most administrators, a closet drunk. I do know that the Prescotts are going to have a major scandal when the town finds out what their elite son has been doing for homework.
Je pense que dire qu'il est aussi malade que lui, ça va pas le faire kiffer, et j'ai envie de pas le faire kiffer.
He's as sick as you.
Don't judge people, Max. But that's why Nathan never should have been at Blackwell.
You didn't care about him.
You're wrong again. He was genuinely talented, and his father is a serious asshole, as you might know.
I know.
I became a sort of father figure for Nathan. It happens often in teacher-student relationships. It was kind of touching for a while.
Did you tell him everything about your plans at Blackwell?
Don't be stupid, Max. I told him what he needed to hear. In return, I had access to the Prescott fortune. Who do you think paid for this glorious darkroom and equipment? How else could I get all these hip new drugs for my subjects?
Rachel Amber was your victim, not your subject.
Rachel Amber. That's the real tragedy. Nathan thought he could be an artist like me. Instead, the dumbass gave her an overdose.
Ah, rip.
Why Rachel?
I don't have time to tell you everything. But she was special. A human chameleon, so many visual possibilities. We had a real connection.
Ah, il l'avait violée ou quoi? Posé pour vous quoi?
Did she let you take pictures of her?
Rachel was in love with me. That's not my ego, just look at our sessions. Not that I'll let you. Nobody loved having their picture taken more. Anyway, Rachel is dead. But no tears, Los Angeles would have killed her anyway, so look at this as a favor.
You're evil.
Oh, I see. You and your friends almost beat Nathan to death. See, we're not so different.
Yes, we are. I cared more about Nathan than you did.
No, you didn't. It's just too bad that he fell in lust with Rachel. He actually thought he could mimic what I do with the camera and subject, like father, but not like son.
Where is Nathan now?
Dead and buried. After what he did to Rachel, I knew I couldn't keep him as a protege for much longer. Now the police will never find his body. Do you finally get it now, Max? I can't compromise my vision with amateurs.
You are an amateur. Look at the trail of death you left behind. You can't blame all this on Nathan. I don't care what you do to me. You're gonna die, motherfucker. For Chloe and Rachel and everybody else.
I do love your spirit, Max, but you brought yourself here. By your own choice. Anyway, I like my models to be seen and not heard. So I have to make sure there's nothing left behind of you. Okay. Now, let's see how these shots came out. I can see why your instant camera is so appealing. You don't need a computer to print your work out.
Alone with a heart, a battered old heart.
I have all those photos in my diary. This could be a way out.
This is purity personified.
Et du coup il nous laisse ici ce fumier.
Okay.
Wait! Please, Mr. Jefferson.
Max, I would love to talk shop, but I really need to go over these pictures. Especially while they're fresh in my mind. I think our session was a career high for me.
You still have my diary.
Don't worry. Nobody's going to read it. Thanks for reminding me. there's nothing more innocent than a teenager's diary. Oh, look at your selfies.
Espèce de fugitif.
What a waste of talent. Look at that shot, Max. You can do so much better.
Espèce de bouffon, tu t'es baisé, espèce de salope. Déblaye, espèce de petit branleur là. Je vais venir te fumer, espèce de chien. Quoi, on va recommencer tout le début là?
One of you in a dark corner and capture you in a moment of desperation. Shh. I believe Max has taken what you kids call a selfie. A dumb
I'm
word
back.
for a wonderful photographic
Right back where I started this insane week. And nobody is going to hurt Chloe ever again.
The portrait has been popular since the early 1800s. Your generation was not the first to use images for selfie expression. Sorry, I couldn't resist. The point remains that the portraiture has always been a vital aspect of art and photography for as long as it's been around. Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
The Daguerrean process.
Oh, well, that was easy, Max.
Was it? Okay.
Well, okay then. So, the Daguerrean process made portraiture hugely popular, mainly because it gave the subjects clear, defined features. You can learn more when you actually finish reading the assigned chapters. Obviously, Max has read them. And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes
To change time.
the winter to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the
First, let's make it real easy to capture Mark Jefferson.
And Alyssa, get it together. Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
Bastard. I have to warn David about Jefferson and the dark room. I should be able to track down David's number from the school pamphlet. Found you.
Ok, bon les gars, il faut pas qu'on joue les fous, sinon on va trop changer le cours du temps.
For once, David, I'm praying you'll overreact to this as much as everything else. And take Jefferson down fast.
Pourquoi le message
You
d'alerte?
wanted me to enter the contest, asshole. So maybe I'll be going to San Francisco. And Jefferson, you'll be going to prison. The past within the past. Am I pushing myself too hard? It doesn't matter what happens to me. Hi, Kate.
Oh. Hey, Max.
Kate, listen to me.
I am.
Always remember that you're not alone. I've got your back no matter what happens. So do a lot of other people. We all care. We're all here for you. You need to know that.
Max, that makes me feel so blessed for the first time this week. I don't know what to say.
That's okay. Neither do I. Maybe we could both use a hug.
Thanks. You always know the right thing to do.
Faudrait peut-être que... Ah, je sais pas, mais on pourra pas l'avertir tranquillement, cette pute là.
Victoria, I'm sorry you have to stand next to Mr. Jefferson. We need to talk.
Can you see I'm talking to Mr. Jefferson now?
Yes, I see. But maybe you shouldn't.
And why not?
Hold on, Victoria. Are you okay, Max?
I will be when Victoria understands that hiding behind a screen, posting videos of people is incredibly cruel and unfair. You're smart enough to know how easy it is to hurt somebody, to destroy their life. I just want you to think about how much it would hurt if somebody did that to you. You can always make the right choice, Victoria. I know you've got a good heart. I've seen it.
Listen, I didn't...
You don't have to explain. There's no reason for you to be so insecure that you can't be happy with your own talent. Wouldn't it be better to lift people up than to bring them down? You could inspire people.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about now, do I, Mr. Jefferson?
I think I should stay out of this one, Victoria.
Then I guess I'm done talking.
That's okay too.
Tiens, toi ça te prendra un peu la misère.
That was kind of random, Max. What did you mean?
Here's my photograph for the Everyday Heroes contest.
Oh, that was easy.
No. It wasn't easy at all.
Well, I can't prejudge yet, but I'm very happy you decided to enter. That means a lot to me. And Blackwell. The first step for any artist is to put themselves out there in the world without fear. To be innocent.
Or guilty.
Well, thanks for the photo, and maybe both of us will be jet-setting to San Francisco this Friday.
Or maybe only one of us will be going.
Don't be so modest, Max. Anything can happen in a week.
As you're going to find out, Mr. Jefferson.
On lui balance des petits pics là comme ça. T'apprendras, espèce de petit fumier de merde. Ah ouais, petit. Ok, c'est arrivé tout seul. Alors mon petit fumier. Ah, tu l'as bien enchaîné. Bon, qu'est-ce qui se passe de mal encore les gars? Qu'on soit sérieux dans l'histoire là, ça peut pas tout bien se passer. Malheureusement, c'est très bien ce qui va se passer. Il va se passer une couille encore. Allez, allez, allez.
Whoa! Okay. You're okay, Max. You're safe. On a plane.
What?
I hope I did everything right this time.
Ah. Effectivement, j'allais dire ça.
Good work, David.
On va pas arriver à temps pour la tempête. C'est tout con en fait. Et ils vont tous crever.
Chloe. Oh, you're alive. Oh, you're alive. I did it. I fixed everything.
Ah mais il y a toujours la tornade. Ouais mais attends, mais elle est pas passée depuis longtemps cette tornade de merde là.
The beginning of the end for Jefferson and the Prescotts.
Ouais. Ça, source. Ok. Bon, c'est un article qui parle de machin.
Aw, I haven't seen Hot Dog Man in forever. Chloe and I used to totally play the video game and watch him all the time. When we were innocent.
Nobody calls it Frisco, so please don't.
I have to admit, I love being called an artist. It's so weird to be in between realities. Everything is out of focus and in the distance. We're almost in San Francisco. I'm so stressed, but I'm so excited too.
Fasten your seat and stow any electronic gear until the plane is on the ground and at the gate. Thank you. We're starting our descent in a few minutes. It's a beautiful day in San Francisco with clear skies and cool 60 degrees. We hope you enjoyed your trip, and we thank you very much for choosing Pacific West Air. Come fly with us anytime.
I don't think so. I'm hoping these airline seats get smaller so I won't have to fly at all anymore.
How did you sleep?
Hope I wasn't snoring out loud, Max.
Just a bit.
It's been a tough week at Blackwell. So I hope you'll forgive me. Between Mr. Jefferson and Prescott's, things have been hectic, to say the least.
I totally get it, Principal Wells.
That's a smart way of telling me to stop whining. We are proud of you for representing Blackwell at the Everyday Heroes contest. I know I'm not exactly the guide you wanted in San Francisco, but we all want you to have a great experience here.
I already am, and we're not even there. Oh, Christ. Another nosebleed? Max, you're not just screwing around with time.
Mais il va se passer quoi sérieux là? C'est sûr en fait ça va être la tornade, du coup on va quand même devoir revenir dans le temps pour essayer de sauver tout le monde. Moi je vois que ça hein, parce que là en vrai tout se passe plutôt bien hein. On va voir les journaux. Arcabay, destruction totale. Oh là c'est vraiment la merde mon ref. Moi je vois que ça hein. Oh les frérots, moi je suis pas un artiste hein. Je vois des photos, pour moi c'est des photos hein. Y a rien d'incroyable.
San Francisco is so cool. And this gallery is huge.
So is the buffet. If an event skimps on the food, you know it's a bad event.
As long as I don't have to eat any caviar.
This is your day, Max. You can do whatever you want. I hope you take advantage of your status and talk to as many influential people here as possible. Work the room.
I don't know. I feel so weird, like I'm a little kid hanging with the adults.
Max, after this week, you are certainly not a little kid anymore. In fact, you're a noteworthy adult being honored by your peers. Now you have to start acting like the photographer you want to be. Hell, I wanted to be in charge of a big school someday. So I started taking charge of things when I was young. Ask my poor classmates. Max, I'm gonna eat up that caviar so you don't have to. Better get in there and start schmoozing. You know, I won't always be here to take charge. But you come talk to me whenever you want.
Come on, Max. After everything that's happened, this should be the least scary thing you've ever done.
Alors juste avant les potes. Alors avant. Voilà, voir un peu les messages. Merde. Maman. Alors. Ok. Je vais bien maman, c'est trop long à raconter par texto, salut sinon je t'appelle plus tard promis. Je n'aime pas te savoir si loin, ne me fais pas trop attendre. Non promis Maxime, on est vraiment fiers de toi, merci. Tu sais qu'on est toujours, on a toujours cru en toi et en tes photos bien sûr. C'est pour ça que je suis à Blackwell. Warren. Quoi? Salut ma belle, je suis dans la salle de sciences, Maca. J'arrive tout de suite. What the fuck, Jefferson? Non, Max Jefferson, non. Truc de fou, non, tu le soupçonnais toi? De quoi? Tu as l'air d'un prof, il avait l'air d'un prof cool. Je croyais que tu le kiffais, en fait, désolé. T'as intérêt, j'étais juste fan de son travail, plus maintenant. Qu'il aille se faire foutre, il est fini, carrément. Est-ce que je peux prendre un rendez-vous pour te voir maintenant? Oh arrête, mais oui. Parle à mon agent. C'est trop cool que tu aies gagné. Merci Warren, ça me fait tout drôle. Kate. Je suis à ton côté. OMG mec, j'arrive pas à croire que Nathan et Jefferson soient fait arrêter, je suis sous le choc. Franchement, je dois aller parler à la police et faire une déclaration. Dis-moi si tu veux que je t'accompagne. Ou on est tous avec toi, merci. J'ai peur, mais je veux m'assurer qu'il aille en prison et qu'il fasse plus jamais de mal à personne. Max, j'ai entendu dire que tu avais gagné le concours, je suis trop contente. Tes photos sont merveilleuses et authentiques. Tu vas sûrement être découverte. Maintenant, ça me donne de l'espoir. Merci Kate. Le fait que tu sois mon ami me donne de l'espoir. Ne sois pas si modeste, prends un bain de foule. J'exige un rapport complet autour d'une tasse de thé très bientôt. Ok, on fait ça. Dana. Max, clap. Je prépare une nouvelle choré pour toi. Dana, c'est trop génial, tu me fais rougir. C'est parce que tu déchires, ma chérie. Papa. J'espère que tu fais. Max, tu sais que ta mère t'inonde de messages. Je la comprends, dis-lui de ne pas s'inquiéter. Tu es une adulte, tu peux lui dire. Ok, tarde pas trop. Ça va, ça ok, c'est très bien. Ça envoie des messages très ouf ici. Alors. Rendez-vous, Max. Armée dangereuse, épouse-moi. C'est pas légal en Oregon, pas encore. On s'en tape, on se casse d'ici. Max, je dois te dire qui est arrivé à Rachel. Rendez-vous au parc dans le STP. J'arrive. J'espère qu'elle va bien. Max, merci d'avoir été avec moi hier. J'essaie encore de me réveiller comme si c'était un cauchemar. Pourquoi Rachel? Elle a jamais fait de mal à personne. Non, Chloé, je suis vraiment désolé. Meuf, on va faire maintenant. Comment on va faire maintenant? On doit vivre, Rachel voudrait que tu profites de ta vie, c'est la meilleure des vengeances. On doit absolument conquérir le monde. Non, il faut pas qu'on soit... Non, il faut qu'on soit l'une pour l'autre. T'es une sainte, Max. Yo, Max le ménage, j'ai des news. J'ai parlé avec le héros en chef ce soir. Je t'écoute. Il est carrément différent depuis qu'il a chauffé Jefferson. Il est super cool, il m'a présenté des excuses. C'est génial, Chloé. Vous allez être une nouvelle famille. Oula, calme-toi ma poule. J'ai pas pleuré dans ses bras non plus, mais il nous a aidé à trouver Rachel. Et les coupables tient clairement... Et les coupables, il tient carrément à ma mère. Et à toi aussi, il faut croire. Bon, je m'ennuie à mort, rien à faire. En vue, elle fait quoi la hippie? La hippie a des devoirs à faire, tu m'étonnes. J'ai déjà mon dossier pour la fac à Bay City. Je suis fier de toi, j'espère. Chloé, j'ai gagné le concours héros de quotidien, pardon. Oh putain, tu déchires, Max, je suis trop fier de ma superstar. C'est que le début de ta carrière, je suis contente de pouvoir partager ça avec toi, grave. Et Max, tu le mérites de gagner. Pas d'emoji. Ça t'apprendra le respect, espèce de...
Wowzer, Max. You did it. Somehow. I went...
Why, good morning. You must be Max Caulfield. Congratulations for your Everyday Heroes photo. The exhibition is quite impressive, especially with your entry.
Oh là les gars, je me fais pomper.
I need to drop some serious cash in there.
Quoi? On fait pas de donation ici mon pote, on est des clochards hein. J'en ai un peu rien à foutre. Alors.
It's great to read all these comments. Even the mean ones.
Ah, ça va stylé, hein. Écoutez, on va se mêler à l'art un peu. Ouais.
Aren't you from Blackwell Academy? I wanted to go there, but I didn't get in. They have such a cool program. I bet you're learning a lot.
On fout.
Look at this print. The depth of field, the colors. Look at the bokeh shape. This was definitely shot with a medium format camera using a Leica 35mm lens. You can definitely find...
Écoutez les potes, moi je vais me faire des agents.
I heard Mark Jefferson was supposed to be here tonight.
Not my style, but the neon is a nice representation. Oh shit. Pretentious alert.
Are you Max Caulfield? Bravo.
Merci, je sais, laisse-moi tranquille, espèce de connard. On devient un fumier entre temps. La ferme. Je suis connu et pas toi, connard. Nul, nul à chier, nul à chier, nul à chier. Y'a rien en train de grailler lui.
I guess I have to get used to the idea of fancy food I don't want to eat.
Champagne.
I do not
Non, non, c'est ignoble. Dégueulasse.
Well, I have to say, this is the best everyday hero show I've seen since it began. All the pictures say a lot about our times. Bravo.
Pourri.
I guess everybody is a photographer now.
Ignoble. Oh.
That is different. Loving the retro.
I always get so
Elle est stylée celle-là.
I love your shot.
Merci BG.
Just wanted to say congratulations, and I hope you get a lot more attention.
This makes me feel so sad. Like I was back in high school.
I wonder if I can buy these everyday heroes pictures.
Hey, and there she is to save the day.
Hi.
Ça doit être gênant quand même, hein.
You did it, Max. You're a real artist. At least for today.
Oh là là. La drogue. La drogue. C'est ça les gars. On est devenu une artiste maintenant, on se drogue. Hein. Logique. Ouais bon, il y a toujours la tornade, c'est vrai qu'en soi, c'était pas un peu le but.
Hey, are you okay? We lost you there for a second.
Juste tiens à dire, c'est vrai que de base, le but du jeu c'est d'empêcher la tornade.
I'm okay. Jet lag. High altitude.
Allez, jeune et puis elle se drogue déjà. N'importe quoi, les nouvelles artistes.
You left the ringer off, idiot. Oh, come on.
La tornade.
Please.
J'en suis sûr.
What? Oh no. Chloe, where are you?
I'm so fucking scared. I'm by the beach.
Chloe, can you hear me?
Blah.
Hello? Hello? Oh my god. The tornado was real. Oh, I didn't fix shit. Chloe will die. Arcadia Bay is gonna be destroyed.
Je parie qu'il y a tous les journalistes qui vont me péter les couilles.
There has to be a way to stop this. For good.
Il y a tous les journalistes qui vont me péter les couilles pile quand il faut pas. Je vais aller parler au proviseur. On sait jamais mon ref. Ça va foutre de toute façon. Super, je peux pas. Bon. Faut qu'on décale là. Faut qu'on décale.
No fucking way. Chloe can't die again. I have to save her.
Mais merde, il faut que j'aille où? Stuff. Y'a moyen que tu mettes la télé, chacal? Ouais, mais il faut que j'aille où là, sérieusement? Ah, les photos! Ah non, que je retourne sur ma photo et puis que je me re-TP. C'est peut-être le moyen.
I guess everybody is a photographer now.
Ah ouais, mais on n'a jamais vu quand elle a pris cette photo en fait.
Oh shit! Oh my head.
C'est vrai que là t'as un peu usé de ton pouvoir.
What is going on now? It feels like reality is breaking apart. What am I doing to time? I just have to make one simple change, so I won't end up in San Francisco. Simple.
T'étais pas obligé de la déchirer, hein.
Sorry, San Francisco. Chloe comes first.
Oh là là. C'est un truc de que dalle. Oui, mais dans tous les cas, on va revenir à la même situation, les potos, qu'on va se faire. Là, on est foutu en fait. Il va encore nous racaler l'autre sa caméra. Quoi qu'on sait tout avant. Perdu dans l'espace-temps.
Fuck. God, no. I'm back here again? I thought I fixed everything.
What did you say, Max?
What? Jefferson should be in jail, not here.
Jesus. It's like you're back in my class. You're still spacing out. It might be cool if you took one of your patented selfies now. The transformation between the old Max and the new Max. Anyway, answer my question, please.
Crève enculé.
Eat shit and die.
Good answer. Good answer. Hey, your nose is bleeding. Probably gave you too big a dose. Sorry about that, Max. But considering you're about to die, a nosebleed is a first world problem.
Oh. Victoria?
I had to let Victoria Chase go.
You let her?
Don't be stupid, okay? She's exactly where she deserves to be.
No.
Oh, as if you care.
Putain, il aurait fallu que je lui dise rien en fait pour qu'elle survive.
Your iris, that dilation like a shutter. The pictures you're taking of me now. Too bad you pissed away your gift. You could have won the contest, but you destroyed your own beautiful photograph. What a waste. Sorry, I burned all your stuff. I got a little carried away.
Fuck. He burned my diary.
Always.
That's why I'm still here.
Especially since you've developed from nerd to hero within a week. There's something weird going on with you.
Ah, je vais pouvoir te remonter le temps, connard.
Whoa. Did you see how crazy it is outside? Like I said, something weird. There's that fear. Oh, Max, it's an honor working with you on these final sessions. I hope these images will be appreciated for what they truly capture. The loss of youth. At least, that's the last lecture you'll ever have to hear from me. And I promise you, no more nosebleeds.
Mr. Jefferson, please, don't do this. You don't know what's happening.
Shh, 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 shh. Quiet. Quiet, Max.
Ah ouais, là on est un peu désespéré là.
Please, don't do this.
C'est chaud là mon ref.
I promise, this final dose won't hurt.
quoi? Et quoi, j'ai rien pouvoir faire? Genre.
Promise. This final dose won't hurt. What?
Hein? Oh le BG. Lunette. Bon, il pue un peu la merde pour un mec de l'armée.
No!
Jesus. David Madsen. He's up. I promise. This final dose won't hurt.
Oui.
What?
David, watch out!
Time to shut the fuck up, okay?
Ah ouais, sacrément violent. Hein.
David, watch out!
How? How did you know that?
Oh ce bouffon. C'est un sgeg aussi mon ref.
David, watch out!
How? How did you know that?
Je vois pas ce que je peux faire.
Jesus. David Ma...
Je vois pas ce que je peux faire.
David, watch out!
How? How did you know that?
Ok. Y'a pas moyen que moi j'arrive à me détacher là? Potentiellement un truc là qui va pouvoir m'aider.
David, watch out!
How? How did you know that?
Et je comprends pas là.
Jesus. David Madsen. He's out cold. Good. I always hated that fascist fuck. Everybody at Blackwell did, right, Max? Okay. What? And I promise you, no more nosebleeds.
Wait, hold on. Can I please ask you for one last request?
Oh, you got me, Max.
Putain, ce
How can I
fumier là.
deny that face?
Un peu de musique?
Could you please at least play some music so I can drift away?
Even at the end, you're still a dreamer, Max. It's a nice trait.
Ah oui, comme ça il entendra pas rentrer. Oh, je suis un génie sans le voir là les potes. Ah ouais mais attends, mais s'il l'entend pas rentrer, il va pouvoir me fumer.
What?
Ce que j'allais dire, il va pouvoir me fumer. Peut-être que je peux l'avertir. Bon, apparemment la musique c'était pas le bon bail. L'eau, oui, et en soi lui demander de l'eau c'est une bonne idée parce qu'il... Non, c'est pas une bonne idée. Éteindre la lumière, oui.
And would you mind turning off the lights? They make me squint, so I won't look good for the shot.
Now, you're thinking like a real photographer. And I don't want your last memory to be bad.
Tu vois, comme ça il aura un tout petit peu plus le temps. Ok, bon bah pour moi.
This final dose won't hurt.
Au final, ça va être exactement la même chose, je crois. Je crois qu'il faut redemander une dernière photo, hein. De l'eau. De l'eau. Pourquoi j'ai dit que c'est l'eau, c'était pas une bonne idée au final, je sais plus moi. Oui, de l'eau.
Excuse me, but my throat is scratchy. Can I please have some water?
Of course. I don't want you to be uncomfortable.
Ah oui, parce qu'au final, il sera quand même à côté. Ah, il avait perdu grave du temps là, il a eu le temps de venir de ouf avant. Quoi?
I promise. This final dose won't hurt. What?
Quoi, mais au final, il fallait vraiment demander une photo? Putain, il en prend du temps, hein, comme de par hasard. Putain, n'importe quoi. Hein. Une dernière photo.
Would you take one last picture of me? I want to be your best subject.
I almost don't believe that, but I think you've finally learned from me.
Qui ça se trouve, il va même plus vouloir nous filmer.
I promise. This final dose won't hurt. What?
Je lui dis de tirer.
David, watch out!
How did you know that?
Je vois pas en quoi. Ah, peut-être que l'appareil photo il va lui servir pour lui casser la gueule. L'appareil photo là.
Get the camera next to you.
Allez, bien joué mon ref. Bien joué mon ref.
No gun, no balls.
Jefferson, it's over.
You are not going to stop me.
It's... Jefferson, it's over.
You are not going to stop me.
Ok, je pense savoir ce qu'il faut que je fasse.
It's over.
You are not.
It's over.
Voilà.
Oh Lord, Max. Are you okay? Are you all right? Can you move?
Yes. Thank you, David. Thank you.
Don't thank me. You brought me here. Let's wrap up this son of a bitch first. You won't be going anywhere when he wakes up.
Pardon les gars, c'était jubilatoire quand même.
Except you are going to prison forever. Or worse.
Mr. Jefferson, now it's your turn to be captured in a moment.
On va vraiment prendre une photo de lui pour lui foutre le seum?
Save Chloe. He burned everything, including all of my photos. Warren, yes, I can use that picture he took of us. Shit, no signal.
Ouais, c'est un peu la merde dehors.
Thanks, Mr. Jefferson, but you won't need this anymore.
I had no idea he was this.
All this expensive gear just for sick bullshit. Damn, Jefferson torched everything. Now the only photo I can get is the one Warren. I want to burn. All hate looking at me like that.
The Prescotts had to know about this.
Oh. That's Victoria's bracelet. I bet Jefferson was going to use that to frame Nathan. Just Just looking at that makes me want to vomit.
J'ai pas réussi à la sauver.
God. It's a studio.
No more fucking guns.
Ça me fout le cul, les gars, ça me fout le cul.
Frank isn't a bad person, but he can't be in denial about the drugs he provided. Oh, Chloe, I'm gonna save you for the last time. Jefferson looks so pathetic now. David? Are you okay?
Look at this place. It feels like hell.
Jefferson was gonna kill me. Like he did to Victoria Chase.
Oh, no. I always suspected that son of a bitch.
Ouais, pas moi.
I never did. Until too late.
You shouldn't have to suspect your teacher.
He wasn't a real teacher. He just wanted to lecture. It was part of his sick plans.
Well, you still had the right idea to tell the principal that Jefferson acted shady around Kate Marsh. And Max, I treated Kate like shit. I know she's a good person, but I'm not. I hope I get to tell her that soon.
Me too. I think that would make her very happy.
I knew Nathan Prescott was a threat. I just waited too long to neutralize him.
Jefferson already did. They had some weird father-son thing going on. But Nathan killed Rachel, and Jefferson had to use him as a scapegoat.
That pervert was pulling all this shit right under my nose, too. I could have stopped him and Nathan if only I wasn't so stupid.
Tu pouvais pas savoir, moi.
I should have told Principal Wells Nathan had a gun and almost used it. I put the school in danger.
We all make decisions we regret. But I have to admit, I'm impressed by you. And Chloe. And your investigation. I had all the high-tech toys, well, you had each other.
Bon, on a un peu cheaté, mais ça il faut pas le dire. Vous avez appris sur vous?
Maybe she learned from you.
I think she only learned how to hate my guts.
You both had a tough start. And I know it wasn't easy.
I'm not gonna make any excuses for my behavior. I tried to be a good soldier, but I wasn't so great. I tried to be a good father, too. But you saw how that went.
You tried. It's obvious you care. Even if your methods are
fucked up. I know.
I'm glad I stood up for you.
I try not to use my service as an excuse, but it's hard to come home after war. Most people don't know or care what it's like. Except Joyce. She gave me hope. A new life.
And you saved mine. Chloe, she would be proud of you.
I just want to see her safe with her mother. I promised Joyce I would go see a family counselor. I'll start by apologizing to Chloe. I don't expect her to call me Dad, but maybe she'll stop calling me step douche. So, where is Chloe?
Ah, les shit. Ah, mais ça pourrait le détruire de savoir ça. On n'est pas obligé de lui raconter, les gars.
David, she was pretty stressed out, so she went to go medicate before I ended up in here. So she's okay.
Oh, thank God. For once I'm happy Chloe's a stoner.
David, I have to go outside and get some real air and use my phone.
course. Go on, Max.
Oh, putain.
You're a brave soldier. I'm glad Chloe has a best friend like you. Go on now. You've seen enough of this room. Okay, teacher. Let's see what kind of photo evidence you shit all over this computer.
I could have told David the truth. He deserves it.
How could you?
Oui, mais en soi, on va remonter dans le temps pour la sauver, alors ça sert à rien. Dans tous les cas, qu'on lui dise la vérité ou pas, logiquement, il oubliera tout. Alors en soi, je m'en fous.
Freedom. Holy shit. This storm is real. I need to find Warren. Yes! Warren, can you hear me? Never mind. Listen, do you have that photo you took last night in the parking lot?
Yeah, but why? It wasn't that great a shot.
Yes, it is, and I want it. Where are you?
I'm at the Two Whales Diner. Pretty much trapped in here with Joyce thanks to this Armageddon weather. I'm expecting the ocean to turn red.
I'm on my way.
Come on, that's crazy. You can barely walk on the sidewalk outside. Seriously, Max, stay wherever you are. I don't think the storm is getting smaller. I'm kind of scared.
That's okay. Me too. But it's not over yet, Warren. So hold on.
On a des de ça. On est chaud là les gars. On bat les couilles de la tempête. Oh wow. C'est vrai que c'est un peu la merde.
I trust Limbo have been warning people for years that our culture of sin and entitlement would lead to God striking us down. And I'm the one trapped in this fucking radio station. Somebody get me the hell out of here now! Now, goddammit, how do I pay all those taxes?
You have one new message. Message received yesterday at 9 p.m.
Max, it's Nathan. I just wanted to say, I'm sorry. I didn't want to hurt Kate or Rachel or I didn't want to hurt anybody. Everybody used me. Mr. Jefferson is coming for me now. All this shit will be over soon. Watch out, Max. He wants to hurt you next. Sorry.
J'en étais sûr. Hein. Il était juste manipulé. C'est la merde là.
Warren is at the Two Whales Diner. So hurry up. Hey, that guy's trapped. I have to help everybody I can. You okay?
once I get the hell out of here. I've been hauling loads for way too long in this shithole town.
Oh, les biscoutos.
And I ain't never coming back. You need a lift?
No thanks. I have to find a friend.
You go, girl. You go.
Putain, les biscottos, mon pote. Même moi, je l'aurais pas fait, wesh. Le truc, on dirait du gros métal. Tiens, oh ah.
Death is everywhere. It's following me.
Oh, pardon. Mais en fait là j'ai pas du tout aidé le SDF du coup.
Evan, did you see that tornado? Get the hell out of here!
Max, there's no way I can pass up these images. Just look at it.
You can't take a picture when it's dead. Now move your ass.
Okay, if you insist. Whoa, Max, you do know things. I'm such an idiot.
Oui.
Only if you don't find a safe spot until this blows over. Okay?
Now I better listen to the real everyday hero. Come with me.
I have to help somebody else first. I can't believe this is real.
T'inquiète mon ref. On est gentil les gars, on essaye de sauver le plus de gens possible. Est-ce qu'il y a des gens ici? Il n'y a plus l'air d'en avoir. Oh what? Oh, ça tire à la mitrailleuse là mon pote. Ah merde, c'est le dîner ça?
How can I get out of here? Damn, okay. I just need to switch on the electricity to activate the sprinkler. Don't fail me, fuse box.
Voilà.
He's dead. Electrocuted. I want to help that fisherman, but he's in shock and he might not hear me.
Il va peut-être se poser des questions, hein. Moi je balance les infos là.
Come on, you have to get out of here right now.
I need to breathe. I need air. Ah, this can't be the end.
You should get out of here. Okay, I better hurry to the diner over there. I need Warren's photo.
Je sais même pas pourquoi je les sauve, les gens en soi, ça servira à rien. Écoutez, je suis généreux. Les couilles. Oh là là. Sacré bordel la tornade quand même. Ah ouais. Yo le poteau. Attendez, je réfléchis. Si tu pousses ça en soi, c'est pas censé marcher, empêcher le feu de passer. Ok. Je comprends pourquoi on pouvait avertir la pauvre SDF. Ouais, tu les avertis, tu vois, hop hop hop. Pardon. La vraie question c'est comment je peux faire? Je vois pas là. Ah, genre vite les alerter? Ah, mais je peux aller là? Non. Allez BG là, j'avoue que je suis bloqué là. Je comprends pas. Oui, là, c'est bon. Oh, mais what the fuck, je suis con ou quoi? Attends, mais on me laisse pas réfléchir, il faut que je remonte le temps tous les 2 secondes, ça commence à m'énerver. Ah, j'avais pas compris, hein. Ah putain, le sable.
Blocked off. Now I have to find another way into the diner. The monsters are actually the people here.
Ah là 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 là.
Oh no, not her. I should have warned her. I never even asked her name. So selfish.
Oui, c'est vrai que...
Once again, this is not a test. This is not a test. An E6 tornado warning has been issued for Arcadia Bay and surrounding counties. The emergency broadcast system is now in effect.
Max! Oh, Max. Oh, Jesus, I am so glad to see you, sweetie. Are you okay?
Yes. What about you guys?
The 2 Whales is barely standing now. I don't know if it's gonna make it through this tornado. Oh, poor Officer Barry and all those people out there. Okay, get your ass inside. I have to get back to this gentleman on the ground. Lauren has been gathering all the first aid.
It's not much, Joyce, but it's all we have.
You okay, Warren?
How the hell did I ignore all those warnings, Max? The snow? The eclipse?
There's nothing you could do about it, Warren.
I'm so stupid. Should have seen it coming.
So glad everybody is safe here. But I need that photo from Warren to help Chloe.
Okay, Max. Excuse me while I go help this other gentleman.
Frank, I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah, makes two of us. Now, if only I had Rachel back. Now, Max, what about that info I gave you? Did you and Chloe find out what happened to her?
Oh, Frank. I don't know how to say this, so I just will. Rachel is dead.
God, no, please. Please, no, not Rachel. She can't fucking be. Are you sure? I mean, how do you know?
We used the names you gave us to track down a farmhouse. My professor, Mark Jefferson, has this creepy photo torture room. And we found out he was using Nathan Prescott to drug and photograph Blackwell students.
Prescott? Fuck! Fuck, I knew it! I should never have hooked up with that sick punk. Pompidou hated him.
Oh no!
You saw Rachel?
Yes. I wish I didn't. I'm so sorry, Frank. Nathan wanted to impress Jefferson and he killed her.
How? How did he kill her?
Oh. Comme on a dit, ouais, mais il va se foutre une balle, hein. Mais bon, c'est tes responsabilités, mon pote.
Used some drug and gave her an overdose.
An overdose? The only way Nathan could have done that is if I sold it to him. I killed my lioness. No. What have I done? Where is this motherfucker Jefferson?
He's going to jail. He won't be hurting anybody anymore.
Rachel. Oh, God. She was the one good thing in my life, Max. I know she was too young. I expect her to leave me, just not how it happened. I would never have stopped her from going after her dreams.
I know. She obviously cared about you, Frank.
Rachel cared about a lot of people. Especially Chloe. But, now I see why Rachel dug her. And Chloe was man enough to ask me for help after all that shit we went through.
Chloe would appreciate that.
You know, the one time I met my dad, the bastard quoted the Bible and said he wanted to enter his house justified. In other words, to do the right thing. Me too. And maybe you're helping me get there, Max. Don't get me wrong, kid. I still think you're weird. But you're cool.
Come on, Max. Let's talk over here and give Frank some resting space.
Fallait qu'il le save, moi. Qu'il le sache, qu'il le save.
How are you doing? Just when I think I've already been through the ringer. Where's Chloe?
She's safe, Joyce. She just sent me a text before my phone died.
Oh, thank God. I was torturing myself before you showed up. Oh, God, if something happened to Chloe while I ended up stuck at this diner again.
I'm sorry about all this, Joyce.
Don't be, honey. It's not like you whipped up this tornado on your own.
I mean, I'm also sorry about everything with David.
You don't have control over any of that. David is an adult, and he has a lot more age and experience under his belt. Even if he doesn't always show it.
Well, I didn't mean to take David's side against you or Chloe.
I know you try to see the good side in everybody, and David needs to try that too, but that's not important now.
I just want our lives to be normal again.
With all the shit going on this week, I think you're right. And look at me, trying to keep my family together. Again.
Joyce, you've gone through so much for Chloe and David. If you were my mom, I would be so proud.
Oh, sweetie, thank you. But your parents should be prouder of you. Even David told me how tough he thinks you are. And he doesn't give out many compliments, as you know.
David is a real hero. I don't know what he's gone through in the war, but I can imagine. And he even showed me how to find my own strength under extreme conditions.
I am so glad to hear you say that, Max. I know he's not always an easy person to defend. Most people only see him at his worst. You've seen him at his best. And that's the man I want in my life.
Ah là 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 là.
Is he okay, Chloe?
Oh mais non, il est là le petit poupillon.
At least Frank still has Pompidou at his side.
Trop choupi.
Jesus, this is not where I want to die.
Good job, Warren. I hope those supplies are enough.
I hate to say I'm glad to see you, but I'm so glad to see you.
That's okay. The important thing is that you're safe. And I know you can take care of yourself after Nathan.
Should have done that a long time ago. But damn, Max. Can't believe you actually drove down here in the middle of a fucking E6 tornado. Just for one photograph? I mean, I know you didn't come for me.
Warren, I came for all of you. Just tell me you do have the photograph.
I just want...
Now shut up and listen.
Oh yeah, you're finally going to tell me what you never did in the parking lot.
I wish I would have. So I'm just going to tell you without any explanation. Trust me, okay?
I always do. You should probably tell me quick.
I had a vision in Jefferson's class of a tornado destroying Arcadia Bay. I went to the bathroom and saw my best friend Chloe get shot by Nathan Prescott. You with me so far?
Where else could I be? Go on.
Then I found out that I could rewind time. And long story short, Mark Jefferson is insane and dangerous.
Whoa, is that all?
I have to go back in time. Jefferson already killed Chloe. I can't let that happen. I have to do something, Warren.
Max, going back in time is what caused the storm.
All because of me? How?
I'm not a real scientist, even though I play one at school, but this seems like pure cause and effect. Maybe chaos theory. What happened with Jefferson? Did he hurt you?
He used Nathan to get drugs and money for him. Jefferson tied me up and dosed me with some drug and took sick photos of me. It was so horrible.
Max, I'm so sorry you had to go through all that. You're the bravest person I've ever known. You know, I want to kill that son of a bitch. Where is he?
Busted. History. Which I need to change fast to make it right again. Is that bad?
For every action, there's a reaction. Whenever you reversed or altered time, maybe you caused a chain reaction. Even in the environment.
You're my friend, Warren. You believe me, right? I haven't told anybody else except for Chloe, and she can't help me right now.
I know I can be a pain in the ass, and you've always treated me like a person. Not a beta nerd. I told you before that I'll always believe you.
I just wish I could trust my powers. I guess we'll never know if it's magic or science.
Even if it's from a wizard or a wormhole. You're part of something bigger. I don't believe in fate or destiny, but after this week, I realize I don't know shit.
That makes both of us, Warren.
I do know you're here for a reason. And I guess it's up to you to find out why. Max, I'm sorry you got stuck in this. I don't have a fucking clue what's going on. But I have total faith that you'll do the right thing when the time comes. I'm so proud of you, Max. How could there be a more important moment in history? And I'm in the middle of it with you. So thank you for trusting me.
Thanks for being here. Always.
Il va nous envoyer. Ah, même pas. J'ai cru qu'il voulait nous balancer un gros baiser là. Bon.
Max, do you?
Hey. Be careful out there.
On peut lui faire un petit bisou. Ah mais je sais pas les potes. Attendez. Ah, il est sympa quand même hein. Ah, je sais pas les gars si je lui fais un petit bisou. Attendez quand même. Et on aimerait bien lui faire un petit bisou quand même. Ou le serrer dans les bras. En soi on remonte le temps alors il le saura jamais. Allez on va le faire kiffer un peu les potes.
For luck.
Là. Il a tabassé quelqu'un pour nous et tout.
Just in case we don't get out of this, I wanted to say.
I know, Warren.
Of course you do.
I'm going to make the right choices from now on. I swear.
That's why you're Super Max.
Ah oui, en plus on a de la chance, hein, c'est une bonne photo au bon endroit.
We got no time for this shit. Come on, Max. Chloe. Jesus, dude, what is up with you?
I'm just glad we're here together.
I guess you need to talk. No worries. It's all good.
I'm glad you're with me too. What's going on, Max? We have to find Nathan right now. He's gonna
Sorry, Warren.
To Rachel. Let's go now. Chloe, wait. Listen. I can walk and listen, okay?
Stop and listen for once.
Fine, Max. I'm listening.
Chloe, you can't go in that party. You're gonna die if you do.
You used your powers, right? And you fucked around with time and I died.
Not like that.
You're supposed to back me up. So there's no way that punk-ass bitch Nathan Prescott is taking me down.
You're right, he won't. Mark Jefferson killed you. And others.
Jefferson, the art teacher? That's bullshit. Nathan is the fucking serial killer. We saw the proof. Now excuse me, I'm going to that party to make sure he never hurts anybody again. Are you coming?
Non. Mais what? Attends, je viens de lui dire que je remonte dans le temps.
Nathan is dead, and you're in danger.
That fucker is already dead? How do you know that?
Because I was there.
Will you please tell me exactly what happened? Please.
Jefferson kidnapped Rachel and some other girls. He was also manipulating Nathan, and he killed him.
Then it's Jefferson's turn to die now. I understand why you don't want to do this, and I won't blame you for not coming with me.
Chloe!
Oh, the fuck!
Man, she just won't listen. I better rewind. Chloe, you can't get revenge if you're dead.
It doesn't matter. I have to make Nathan pay for what he did to Rachel. And I know you've got my back.
Chloe knows I have this power. She has...
Je pense que dire qu'il m'a fait du mal, ça va plus lui donner l'envie.
Jefferson turned out to be a psychopath.
Okay, Max. Let's go in there as a team and take his ass out right now.
Chloe, I know this isn't easy, but it's time for you and me to let the past go. We have to focus on our future while we still have one.
That's so easy for you to say. You don't know what my life has been these past 5 years.
Come on, of course but at some point you have to move forward.
One thing I learned at Blackwell is the saying, those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. I have to do this. So I guess I'm on my own. Again.
Ah
You
putain.
almost had her, Max. I can still do this.
Incroyable, incroyable.
Excuse.
Putain.
That fuck. Because.
Pas me croire là alors que ta mère la pute là, tu vas crever, qu'est-ce que tu comprends pas dans tu vas crever wesh. Ne me laisse parler.
Chloe! I should never have run away from you like I did when we left Arcadia Bay. I know I hurt you. All I ever wanted was to make it up to you. Please don't run away from me.
Max, I'm not running from you. This is when I need you the most. This is how to make everything up to me. With your power and my gun, nothing in the universe can stop us now, Max.
No, not this way. Chloe, I can't keep fixing everything if all I'm gonna do is just break it over and over again. I know how this is gonna turn out, and I'm afraid I'm fucking up all these alternate realities.
Wait, alternate realities? What do you mean, Max? What did you do?
Chloe, I'm gonna tell you the truth, no matter what. I changed your past, and
Ah non, c'est pas la bonne idée de dire ça en fait. Je voulais pas vraiment dire ça.
Choice, and
Max, please tell me. I won't be mad at you.
I was able to go back in time to the last day William was alive. I stopped him from leaving, but you ended up in a car crash instead.
You saw my dad again?
You were completely paralyzed. And you were in pain. You were slowly dying, and you asked me to end your life. I did. For you. I didn't want you
Ah
to
ok, je pensais qu'elle allait dire autre chose.
in any other timeline or reality. I couldn't bear the thought of you in any more pain.
God, Max. That must have been awful for you. I'm so sorry I had to ask you that.
It was worse for you. But I had no idea what would happen, and as usual, I messed everything up, and I never want to hurt you. Ever. You have to believe me.
Of course I do. Do you think I would even know how to handle that situation? Nobody would. The important thing is that we're together again.
You're right. That's why you should come with me, so we can stay together and stay alive.
I hear you, Max, but do you think we should let Jefferson get away with torture and murder?
Of course not. If we tell David, he'll believe us, and he can actually stop him. Right?
Is that why you stuck up for him? Because you think he can help us? Really?
Chloe, David saved me from Jefferson. If he didn't track down the dark room, I'd be dead right now.
Max, I had no clue. I should have been the one to save you, but I'm so grateful David was there. So what's your plan?
We tell him everything, including that Victoria is in danger.
Okay. You've been through so much. I believe you, Max. After all, I'm still your faithful companion.
Yes, you are. So listen, in a few minutes, I won't know any of this happened. Nothing. We absolutely have to stay in your room and do nothing. Then we explain everything to David, and we finally let him do his job. You'll have to tell me exactly what I did and said just now. Just explain that I traveled through time using the photo.
Will you believe me?
I'll always believe you, Chloe.
Oh là là, les gars. On prend les couilles du temps et puis on lui met des mandales. Hein. Mais est-ce qu'il va s'en sortir en survivant? Ah, mais au final, il va quand même se passer la même chose. Hein. Ah, et on est tous les deux. Et là.
Oh, Chloe! I see that the real Max is back. So, how was your time trip, dude?
Shut up. Oh, you're alive. You're alive. Oh, both of us. I did so much to bring you back, Chloe. It worked. It actually worked. You're with me again.
Looks like even fate doesn't want us apart. And I traveled through multiple realities just to save my ungrateful ass over and over, and I hope it was worth it. But I don't blame you for wanting me out of your life after all my drama.
Come on. I'm the official drama king and queen of Arcadia Bay this week. Just look at what my powers have caused in just a short time. Nobody.
You're Max fucking Caulfield, Time Warrior. Even if you weren't, you're kind and caring. Nobody could have a better best friend. Nobody. You didn't ask for any of this to happen, but it did. You need to accept how awesome you are.
Maybe I willed it subconsciously or something. I always wanted my life to be special. An adventure. But not without you. And it didn't happen until I moved back here. So, without you, my powers wouldn't even exist.
And for whatever scientific, mystical reason that we'll obviously never figure out, we were meant to be together at this exact moment in history. I have to think that Rachel was somewhere behind the scenes, fighting for justice.
I'd like to think that too. We all owe Rachel Amber. Now tell me everything that happened. You remember, right?
Well, we left the party and made sure Jefferson couldn't find us. For once, I was glad I lived in an actual fortress. Then the storm got hella crazy, and you said we would be safe at the lighthouse.
Chloe, look. The storm is getting bigger now. It's coming closer. I can't even believe this is real. This is happening because of me.
Stop it. Stop beating yourself up, okay? We've both paid our dues already on it. God, look at that. Look at that monster. Who knows? This could be Rachel's revenge. Our revenge. The lighthouse is out of the way of the tornado. Come on!
Wait. Chloe.
Oh.
Got your back, Max.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, qu'est-ce qui se passe encore?
Alfred Hitchcock famously called film little pieces of time.
I'm back in class. What the hell?
These pieces of time can frame us in our glory.
I have to listen to this Jefferson lecture again. This might be hell.
C'est vrai qu'on dirait un peu l'enfer.
Can you give me an example of a photographer
Okay,
who perfectly
this is
captured
messed
human
up.
condition in black and white?
Am I stuck in a time loop?
Anybody? Bueller?
Diane Arbus.
Be calm and don't freak out.
Why Arbus?
Yet.
Because of her images of hopeless faces. You feel like totally haunted by the eyes of those sad mothers and children.
She saw humanity as
Wait,
tortured, right?
What's going on?
And frankly, it's bullshit.
Nobody even cares?
Keep that to yourself. Seriously though, I could frame any one of you in a dark corner and capture you in a
les frérots là.
desperation.
Everybody's gone now. Have I totally fucked up time? This doesn't make sense.
C'est vrai que c'est possible hein, qu'on ait foutu un gros high kick dans les boules du temps.
You didn't die, Kate. You're alive.
I won't die, I won't die. I won't die, I won't die.
Not yet, you bastard.
Est-ce que ça pourrait être ça en vrai la vraie
Rachel
snitch?
didn't deserve any of this. Oh no.
Est-ce qu'on est mort et puis au final on a créé cette histoire dans notre cerveau les gars? Qui sait?
I see you, Max Caulfield. Don't even think about leaving here until we talk about your entry.
Motherfucker, you bitch.
I just wanted to know if you'd like to spend the rest of your life in my darkroom. Your purity inspires me so much, and we could be so happy together. Who needs selfies when I can give you portraiture?
There's no way I'm saying that. No way. My selfies are shit. I need to be framed by a real artist. I'm just a poser.
Yes, you will be posing. For me. There's so many angles I want to expose you with to the world. I hope you don't mind needles or duct tape.
This can't be real. I don't believe it.
Je me fais punir ou quoi?
Hey, Kate. Max, why did you stop me from jumping? What kind of friend are you? You never understood me, or what happened to me. Now my family will never leave me alone, and that means I'll always be alone. Thanks to you.
Kate, that's not true. I've always been your friend.
Dommage, je voulais le revoir sauter. Je rigole bien sûr les BG.
Never mind me, officer. I'm just here to steal a popular's piece.
La drogue, c'est pas forcément la meilleure des choses, les gars. Ok. Je sais pas si je dois prendre dans un ordre particulier, peut-être.
This hall never ends. I better find something.
Drum roll, please. I present the spare keys to Blackwell. Think you step correct?
Ah. Une clé. 218. Ouais. The ball alone. Waouh! M'insulter comme ça là? Encore une clé? Faut encore que j'aille récupérer une clé? Ah, super!
Rachel, she was my angel. After my dad died and you moved, I felt abandoned. Rachel saved my life. So Rachel took my place. I'm glad she was there for you. 6 months ago, she just left Arcadia. Without a word. Without me. How do you know she disappeared? Maybe she wanted to start a totally new life.
Ok. On est totalement défoncés les gars. J'avais la fenêtre ouverte. Je fais les trucs, même moi, enfin moi-même je fais les trucs à l'envers. Pas du tout.
Don't try to hide, Max. Get over here. Let me capture you.
Oh le salaud là. Il va calmer son cul ce petit enculé là.
Jefferson is coming after me again.
You used to be so pure, so innocent. Now, you have to die. Please understand, Max. The only place I can be myself is in the dark room. Max?
Ah ouais, ils sont deux.
Selfie is in the dark room. After everything I did for you, and you accuse me of making our sweet, naive Kate Marsh cry. Art is supposed to make you cry. And you will.
Ok, il doit vraiment avoir une rancœur envers nous au final. Hein. Il avait vraiment trop le cul ce fumier.
Max.
Bien mon pote.
You cry. And you will. What happened to your spark, Max? I thought I could be your professor. For life.
Espèce de fumier, t'aurais pu être bon professeur, mais bon.
I realize now you'll never be an artist, much less a photographer. Come here, Max. Class is dismissed.
Ouais, on est totalement défoncés les potes là. Hein.
Good evening, Blackwell. This is Principal Wells, and I'm here to drop the mic on Max Caulfield. Wait, Max. Drop the mic on Max Caulfield. The mic on Max Caulfield. Hello, Max. Attention. I regret to announce that one of your...
Max, where are you? Where are you? Max, come out to play. Come out to play.
C'est bon frérot, je te fais un petit kiss, pas... il veut me défoncer le fiac, calme ton cul wesh. Ouais, ta gueule. Il me voit pas. Fumier.
I wish I could press a button and blow this whole fucking school up.
Hey Max. Pretty.
Je trouvais rien d'ironique, espèce de sac à merde.
But at least I'm honest. You just use your power to cheat at life and cheat your friends out of life.
Ouais, mais c'est moi qui ai le pouvoir et pas toi. C'est dommage mon ref.
Get your bony ass over here. I'm gonna cut you open, freak.
Hey. Max. Come back in the dark.
Those were my...
Max.
En fait, attends, mais ils sont beaucoup là.
Rachel.
Oh man, you should have
She
heard
gave great,
Chloe smack talk you.
especially after I dug her body.
En vrai, je me suis baisé là.
Max.
Deserve to die, Max.
Holy fucking shit, Max. That was hilarious when you guys dug up Rachel's body.
Le petit fumier. Oh, ferme-la toi. Oh, pour qui le petit merdeux.
Looks like there's still bottles to find. Oh, joy.
Ouais, pose-toi ma ref, hein. T'as niqué le temps là, tu peux au moins te poser sur ta belle création.
Don't you dare question the chef.
Right, like you're the real cook here?
I am when your mom is away.
I'll let her know that.
Je peux rien faire.
Hello? Hey, honey. Just making a fabulous breakfast with Chloe and Max. We're all going to work at the Two Whales. What? Oh, I didn't know you had to get groceries.
Est-ce qu'il va me dire pourquoi tu m'as pas sauvé?
Now I'll have an excuse to get a mocha. Be there shortly. Love you.
Il va me regarder, il va me dire pourquoi tu m'as pas sauvé?
Excuse me, ladies, I have to go rescue yonder queen at the Save Mart. She don't have many bags of delicious grub for us to feast upon. You'll be grateful for that someday. Shit, where are my keys?
That's $1 for the swear jar.
You mean your college fund? Keys, please. Shit, where are those keys?
Another $1 for the swear jar.
You're bankrupting me. Aha! You can't hide from me forever. Now lock up after I leave. Play nice. Try not to destroy too much of the house. And no Chloe and Matt.
Qu'est-ce que j'avais dit les gars? Oh, attends, ouais, t'en as reçu. Attends, quoi? Max, on a une vidéo de toi en train de donner une surdose à Chloé. Tu peux pas nous échapper, pas la peine de te cacher dans une autre réalité. Tu n'as pas intérêt à me sous-estimer, tu m'entends. Samuel. Bonjour jeune Max. Les écureuils ne me parlent, mais comment peut-on communiquer, toi et moi? Samuel n'a pas de téléphone. Rachel. Salut Max, c'est Rachel Amber, je voulais juste me présenter, on se verra bientôt, très bientôt. Pampinou. Fais pas chier Franck, salope. Ni moi. T'as un biscuit? Nathan. Mac, j'adorais ta séance photo avec Jefferson, il a vraiment capturé ton essence. Si tu veux qu'on aille se défoncer la gueule, fais-moi signe. Ouais, on va faire ça.
How long will this nightmare go on?
I think you'd be perfect for my new photo series on retro grunge. You have the same qualities that I loved in Rachel Amber, but not Max.
Max is a fucking child.
Oh Christ, I know. And she never shuts up, does she?
I'm so over her hipster bullshit.
I think everyone at Blackwell is over Max. Let's prove it.
Holy shit, Warren. Max is trying to play us both.
Guess she's not as innocent as she acts.
Not when she's trying to hook up with both of us.
I only want to go ape with you, Chloe. Come here.
God damn, you are a sexy bitch. Why hang out with Max, huh?
Boredom. Plus, she's like my personal puppet.
I hear that. Do you want a party? I got a drugstore in my room.
Oh shit, look at Max spying on us. Take a fucking picture, bitch. Or take a selfie. See, this is how you bust a move, Max. No mosh pit for you, Shaka Bra. Damn, Victoria. You're a real woman. Not a little girl like Max.
I fucking love your tats, Chloe. You're so hot. I can't believe it took us so long to hook up.
Le temps, il essaye de nous faire comprendre quoi? Qu'on est une grosse merde ou quoi?
Why did you get rewind powers? You don't even know how to use them. Rachel's dead and you're still alive. Life is so not fair. I wish you would have never come back to Arcadia Bay. You're the real Storm.
On est quoi, en train de vivre tout ce qu'on aurait jamais voulu qu'on nous dise? C'est ça qu'on est en train de vivre ou quoi là?
I'll be so grateful if this is the last digicode.
Oh, fumier. Oh, le...
Numbers are all over the place. How will I find the right code?
9433, 9433, 9433, 9 4 3 3. Je joue plus aux jeux vidéo les gars, j'arrête. Sept 8 7802, ça fait 2 fois que je le vois. 7802 7802 fumier.
I'll be so grateful if this is the last digicode. I'll be so grateful if this is the last digicode.
136, 136, il faudrait qu'il y ait 136. Ah bah sérieux, ça commence vraiment à me foutre le fiac là. Faut vraiment pas que je trouve le code, j'espère, parce que là je vais tout défoncer, putain. Putain, je le vois plusieurs fois, le... Je suis un fumier, je me suis vraiment trompé ou pas? Attends, c'était 7802, non? Ok, non.
Why doesn't the mirror reflect any of the numbers?
Oh. Euh, 0311, 0311. 0311, ok. J'allais tout péter, hein.
Don't kill us, Max.
I guess I'll never dance again, Max.
Right when I was about to start a new life in California.
Honey,
So this is how Max gets her revenge on
Now you're going to kill me?
Take me away.
Thanks for saving me.
Husband and new baby.
Carrying the load.
Don't
Good
let
luck.
this
I wish we
go
had
down.
been friends, Max.
Who are you? Holy shit, are you serial? I'm you, dumbass. Or I'm one of many Maxes you've left behind. Can you get me out of here? Oh, so you want help? Thought you could control everybody and everything, huh? Twist time around your fingers? I tried to help. I only wanted to do the right thing. No, you only wanted to be popular. And once you got these amazing powers, your big plan was to trick people into thinking you give a rat's ass. I do care. That's why I was trying to make friends. By telling people what they want to hear? You were just looking for a shortcut because you can't make friends on your own. That's not true. I have great friends, and I've used my powers for good. Please, stop playing innocent. You're a goddamn hypocrite. You've left a trail of death and suffering behind you. That was not my fault, you son of a bitch. Don't you dare talk about our mom that way. What about the crap that was your fault? Wait, let me guess. You fucked up time and space for your precious punk Chloe? You think she's worth all that? We all are. This isn't about Chloe, or even me anymore. Gosh, you're so selfless now, Mahatma Max. It's too bad you pissed your power away on high school drama. Chloe does a better job of guilt-tripping me than you do. Because you let her bully you. It's called Stockholm Syndrome. But you didn't do that homework, so you'll have to learn the hard way. Like Rachel. Just shut up. You're not scaring me anymore. I'd be more worried about Chloe killing us than Jefferson. Max, do you really think she's our friend? That she respects us in any way? Man, you are so stupid. I'm embarrassed to have the same name. And someday Chloe will destroy... Oh hell, speak of the devil.
Dude, do not even fuck with her head. She knows what we went through together this week, and you don't. There's no way you can break up our team. This is reality. After 5 years, you're still Max Caulfield.
I am seriously glad to see you.
Welcome home, Max. Fasten your seatbelt. I know it was your birthday last month. This was my real father's camera. I want you to have it.
Yes, of course it's cool.
This song fucking rules. Can't dance, hippie? Come on. Rock out, girl! You were here today, Max. You saved me. I'm still tripping on that. Seeing you after all these years feels like...
destiny.
Let's talk about your superpower. Epic! I pledge allegiance to Max. Welcome to American Rust, my home away from hell.
Raw and rough. It suits you.
You saved me again. Crazy. Now we're totally bonded for life. Since you're the mysterious superhero,
I'm so glad you're my partner in crime.
As long as you're my partner in time. I might get on the other side of that door before you, Lupin. Max, you better come check out these files.
It's not a drawing. Look. Rachel in the dark room. Rachel in the dark room. Over and over. That's it.
Alors je sais pas.
We're not taking the cozy chair.
Je sais pas, c'est une impression de...
include mind reading? Or did you just rewind because I tried to steal the chair? Shit, I'm confused.
Je sais pas si c'est le fait de voir ça en face de moi les gars, mais j'ai l'impression que c'est giga beau en fait. J'avoue que en vrai quand tu regardes la gueule du perso là, c'est pas ouf. Mais là je sais pas, je trouve qu'elle est giga bien faite. Alors est-ce qu'ils l'ont mieux fait? Ou est-ce que...
Let's call it a draw. I'm gonna freeze my ass off when I... Photobomb! Photo hog. It feels like a different world from yesterday. We left a skid mark. I double dare you. Kiss me now. Damn, you're hardcore, Max. Oh, we could cruise everywhere in this bad boy. Can you see us heading down the coast to Big Sur and beyond?
Not until I see it first. You know the rules, Dad.
Dude, I am so lucky that my... It's weird hanging out with you again. I know. I'm glad we are, though. Whoa, awesome picture. You look so badass in our pirate... Chloe, you're back. I'm just... Kate wasn't the first. All those binders are...
Rachel! Oh, Rachel, no, please not her!
Chloe. Come on, Max, we're almost there. Max, come on now. Don't worry. We'll be okay. Max, can you hear me? Please say something. Chloe, I must have passed out. Oh, thank God. Don't you ever do that again, okay? I swear. But that nightmare was so real. It was so horrible. This is my storm. I caused this. I caused all of this. I changed fate and destiny so much that I actually did alter the course of everything. All I really created was just death and destruction. Fuck all that, okay? You were given a power. You didn't ask for it. And you saved me. Which had to happen. All of this did. Except for what happened to Rachel. But without your power, we wouldn't have found her. Okay, so you're not the goddamn Time Master, but you're Maxine Caulfield. And you're amazing. Max. This is the only way. I feel like I took the shot 1,000 years ago. You could use that photo to change everything right back to when you took that picture. All that would take is for me to... Fuck that. No way. You are my #1 priority now. You are all that matters to me. I know. You proved that over and over again. Even though I don't deserve it. I'm so selfish. Not like my mom. Look what she had to give up and live through. And she did. She deserves so much more than to be killed by a storm in a fucking diner. Even my stepfather deserves her alive. There's so many more people in Arcadia Bay who should live. Way more than me. Don't say that. I won't trade you. You're not trading me. Maybe you've just been delaying my real destiny. Look at how many times I've almost died or actually died around you. Look at what's happened in Arcadia Bay ever since you first saved me. I know I've been selfish, but for once, I think I should accept my fate. Our fate, Chloe. Max, you finally came back to me this week, and you did nothing but show me your love and friendship. You made me smile and laugh like I haven't done in years. Wherever I end up after this, in whatever reality, all those moments between us were real. and they'll always be ours. No matter what you choose, I know you'll make the right decision.
Chloe, I can't make this choice.
No, Max. You're the only one who can.
On arrive au moment fatidique, les gars. Je vais pas vous mytho. Depuis que j'ai recommencé le jeu, j'ai vraiment pensé tout le temps à ce choix. Je savais pas quel choix faire. Mais je pense que, écoutez, je vais faire un choix qui est peut-être pas le bon. Mais écoutez, c'est pas grave. Franchement, je n'ai aucun regret. Comme on dit. Non, ça veut rien dire. J'ai aucun regret. Comme elle a dit, on m'a donné un pouvoir, c'est pour que je m'en serve. Enfin, pas pour que je m'en serve, mais on m'a donné un pouvoir sans que je demande rien. Je l'ai utilisé pour ce qui semblait bon. Je pense être dans le droit chemin. Malgré qu'il y aura peut-être des morts. Rien ne garantit qu'il y aura beaucoup de morts. Ok, j'en ai rien à foutre. C'est ce qu'on appelle être irrationnel, les gars. Mais c'est pas grave.
Max, it's time. Not anymore. Max, I'll always be with you.
Je crée peut-être moins de souffrance qu'on peut le penser, les gars. Peut-être qu'il y aura des survivants. On ne sait pas, on ne sait pas. Ça est plutôt bien sorti le truc, hein. Voilà les gars. c'est fait. J'ai commis un massacre pour sauver une personne. Et ouais les potes, je suis peut-être potentiellement une merde, écoutez, je sais pas. C'est à vous de me le dire, si vous pensez que je suis un étron, ou que je suis une personne incroyable, un vrai poteau de la street. C'est à vous d'en juger les beaux gosses. Moi je pense avoir fait le meilleur choix. Même si bon, dans une logique implacable, c'est le mauvais choix. Parce que comme j'ai dit, j'ai préféré tuer des milliers de personnes pour sauver une personne. Mais, écoutez, les sentiments, c'est vraiment de la merde. Voilà, je balance les infos comme ça les gars. Vous avez décidé de sacrifier HDD. Waouh. C'est... ouais. Dommage que j'ai pas... la fin, enfin les comment ça s'appelle? Putain, je suis vraiment désolé, je suis un peu défoncé. Les pourcentages pour savoir qui a fait qui a fait quoi. Tu vois, moi j'aurais bien aimé bon, alors je suis en train de vite fait de regarder sur internet, apparemment il y en a bien plus de la moitié qui ont décidé de la buter hein. Écoutez, franchement j'ai aucun scrupule, la putain de sa race. Alors, David a été blessé pendant l'intercue. Ouais, ok, bon, c'est pas grave. David n'a pas tué Jefferson. Vous avez sauvé le camionneur, vous avez sauvé Evan. Vous n'avez pas sauvé Alyssa. Bon, c'est pas grave. Vous avez sauvé le pêcheur. Vous n'avez pas dit à David Joyce à propos... Vous n'avez pas fait changer David Joyce à propos de David. Ah merde, je suis un fumier en fait. Ok, bah je suis un fumier les gars. Apparemment elle avait pas confiance en lui. Bah pourtant il me semblait que si hein. Et bah voilà les gars. En tout cas, j'espère que ce let's play vous a plu les potes. Voilà, moi les gars, ça a été mais un plaisir inconditionnel à faire. C'était chaud, tu vois. J'ai peut-être fait des très mauvais choix, je ne sais pas. Bah écoutez, les gars, comme je vous l'ai dit, ce jeu il me fout le cul, beaucoup trop le cul malheureusement. C'est peut-être pour ça que je l'aime vraiment bien. Et ouais, il me fout le cul hein. J'avoue que là les potes, ça me fait chier. Parce que j'ai sacrifié quand même une belle ville pour une personne. Ouais. Ouais. Bref. En tout cas les potes, voilà, je vous conseille de jouer au jeu même si vous m'avez vu jouer. Certes vous aurez peut-être un peu moins de suspense, mais vous allez voir que c'est quand même cool à jouer. Et écoutez. Moi les potes, je vous remercie. Je vous retrouverai très prochainement pour potentiellement la suite de Life is Strange. Et ben en soi c'est pas vraiment une suite, c'est Life is Strange Before the Storm. Alors je vous promets que je vous ferai cet épisode. Voilà, c'est une promesse donnée, faite. Et écoutez-moi les potos, je vous remercie d'avoir regardé cette vidéo. Je vous remercie d'avoir suivi ce let's play. Si vous êtes ici, c'est que vous êtes des vrais. Et je vous pompe votre grosse gag. Et n'hésitez pas à me dire si je suis un enfoiré de merde ou que j'ai fait selon vous le bon choix. Allez, moi les gars, je vous dis ciao.